Now here's 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're going to get this. You're all mine. Take go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Griffin. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. He'll look to throw. Caught here by Griffin. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
2nd and 5. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
I got you.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
60 outlaw.
2nd and 9 now. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st down. It's Griffin, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they try the right side here. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got the tight end, Sternberger. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And Detroit getting set to go now. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit him on those short.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Yeah, Sanders now to return. A About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's go, baby.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Adams has it complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He completes it to Treadwell. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Treadwell. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that. First down pass play, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the visiting Falcons who were able to come away with the victory. Matt Ryan, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go again to Jones.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Bravo.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Let's go.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Stand up there. 25. Hey, Jet. Check 25.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They'll look to set up his blockers. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets it down to the 32.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a handoff here to his running back. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to... It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Well, it was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
56 for Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll run on first down. Griffin. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Caught here by Griffin. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Pass incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And it's complete. This is Austin Prohl. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Zadarius Smith. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
51.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And to give this time to the tailback. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
60 all.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line. Get it. Go.
He'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down now, it's Griffin. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
They'll keep it on the ground. Griffin. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Hey, high 7.
They'll drop the throw. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year. And like so many others, this goes for a first down. On first down, Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. 56. Mike's 56. Hey, here we go.
Again, it's Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 19-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watch your slap. Watch your slap. Watch your slap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Green Bay, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.